All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Uncaught Exceptions.
Are you laughing there?
We're back with me, Paris, and then we got
Krystal!
Thayer, Krystal, and
What's
we're
up?
just gonna talk shit. No, just kidding.
We're here. We're really
We're
here.
here. We're here
talk
to let
shit.
off some steam today.
Yeah, it's Friday night.
Yeah.
Some of us had a really rough week, and yeah, we're just gonna talk shit.
Yeah,
We're here
so
for it.
that's
Indeed.
actually what we're gonna do. So,
Yes, like literally.
yeah, I guess do you want to start on the Linux Bro topic since we're already there?
Yeah, we're talking about Linux Bros.
Wow, hot fire
Right off the bat. Let's
You
put the
guys,
energy right
okay.
at the front, right? Let's get people interested.
Okay, Linux Bros. Like, why does it matter what operating system I have? Like, why do you have to talk down to me because I use a Mac? Like, why did I don't care about your dumb fucking Kali Linux shit. Like, I don't care. Like, you don't have to talk shit. Why does it matter? It's literally personal preference.
Can I just say I'm glad we're doing this in the beginning of our podcasting because we're not gonna lose any followers, but some followers might not join now. But we're not gonna lose any. So now that we're still building, we're not gonna feel it as much. Carry on.
Guys, I mean, you gotta be real. You gotta be real with the people. And here's the thing. It's like those dudes are like incels, I feel like. They're just they see, I don't know. Let's move on.
Krystal, what's your definition of an incel?
A loser who has never touched a girl, because they can't.
Okay.
And they're socially fucking dumb. Okay, I'm gonna get canceled right now.
That's actually a pretty mild.
What would be an incel definition for you guys?
Incels are they're so jealous that they can't be with a girl that they hate them.
Yes.
But the thing is, you know who was that person? That was Mono, I think. Because he was
Monochrome?
Yeah. Oh my god, I hope he doesn't listen. Because he was in public discords. It's some dude that he was like an mod on one of my friends' stream, and he became obsessed with me, and I had to block him.
Really?
Yeah. I think he was, though, because he was so misogynistic in the beginning and was a dick to me, and then I told him off, and then he fucking got obsessed and was telling me he loved me. Thayer has seen the message.
Oh shit. Wait, it's actually fucking one-on-one. He's told you yo.
I love you. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And you barely knew this guy.
I literally have never met him.
Is he a Linux bro?
Online. I mean, I'm sure he is. He seems like it. I'm just kidding. I don't know. Okay, here's the thing. Let me set the record. I don't hate Linux bros. I hate anybody that gatekeeps operating systems and talks down on people who have different.
So I want to address this topic. I hate gatekeepers in general. Who are they, dude? Who are you to decide anything? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? On either operating system, on phones, on life, on culture, right? Who are these random people? They're yo, you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? It's who are you? I don't care about what your opinion is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I hate those people. Get out of my life. I'm not gonna listen to what you have to say because you mean nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? It's yo, it pisses me off, dude. I hate that.
And the thing is, I joke about people with Androids, but I'm not serious. I'm not I'm not sitting here oh, you're so inferior because you use an Android.
It's just a running joke. It's just a running joke. With us, yeah.
With everybody. It's just an iPhone Android thing. And that's the only thing I feel like I do that maybe on the border of that. But
but it's not, that's not gatekeeping. You're just making fun of Android, right? So it's not it's not yo, if you have an Android, you can't join the Tech Talk Discord. That would be fucking gatekeeping. You know what I'm saying?
Wow,
that's the level of gatekeeping that I'm talking about here. It's
facts.
Even with race and stuff like that that's going on TikTok, you see all these gatekeepers popping up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And it's dude, who are you?
Yeah.
You're just some 16-year-old in your mom's basement, like making a freaking TikTok, being like, yo, this person's saying this and this, they're not even this, and it's like, dude, shut up. Like,
Yeah.
dude, literally no one cares. You're
Right.
you're 12 years old. Like, relax.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. And now that we're on the race issue, I would like to just address one thing that's going on in the media, or like that's not being covered in the media, is the Stop Asian Hate campaign. So
yes.
like you guys haven't been seeing any of the news stories of Asians getting killed.
They don't
Asians
cover it.
getting exactly. Asians are there are hate crimes against especially East Asians because like, you know, they think we're Chinese. And they are literally murdering old people. They are burning old people in the streets. They are stabbing families.
Even if you were Chinese, even if they were all Chinese, it's still wrong. So
no, I know. I'm just saying, like it's an Asian issue, but it's more so an East Asian issue. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. And you know what's the crazy thing? So what I believe, like, so there's like two main causes of this, which I'm thinking that. So one is the obvious one, COVID, right? Everyone's calling it Kung flu and all this BS, right?
Chinese flu, like
Chinese flu, right? Trump literally called it the Chinese virus or something, right? Something like that.
No, he called it the Chinese flu.
Yeah, something like that. So it's like he popularized it, so everyone, like all of his followers, obviously are like they already have that predisposition of like hatred, right? So that already exists, right? I think what added to it is recently there was that census out doing all the like average salaries across the board for by ethnicity, right? And Asians ended up at the top end of that, right? So
good for them.
Was it like the average Asian male or whatever makes like 70 something, and that was like 6 or 7K more than the average white male or whatever, right? So my thought is also this started getting popularized on TikTok, showing that Asians are starting to be the highest earners in the US. And I think TikTok is also like a source of where this hatred is coming from. So now people on the outside are thinking like, yo, wait, Asians are taking over now, right? So now first they bring the virus to the US, right? So like they bring the virus to the US, right? Quote unquote, right? And then now they're earning more than us, right? White people or whatever, whoever's doing these attacks. So now they're earning more than us and they're doing something negative towards us, right? They can think in their victim mentality way. So then now all this violence is happening. That's what my perspective is on this.
Yeah. And the thing is, it's like, because we're like the model minority, we're like, you know, we keep quiet, we keep to ourselves, like we keep our head down and work. Like the media doesn't cover it because it's not an important issue to them, or they think that we're not going to speak up. And the thing is, for the most part, we haven't spoken up, or it's just not covered. But like, but now there are like we all are collectively need to spread awareness, and that's why I like made that video on TikTok, and that's why I wanted to bring it up here, because it's like people don't even know it's happening. Like the fact that people don't
I didn't know until your video came out. It's crazy.
But that is insane to me, that like someone like like a family of 4 getting stabbed at a Sam's Club because they thought they were spreading coronavirus. How does that not get covered? How does that not get like the media coverage that, like, you know, like even Black Lives Matter got a lot of coverage, you know? I just feel like we're like looked over and like not taken seriously when it comes to stuff like this, because we do well, right? Like you said, because of the salary thing, like they think we do well.
It's also because of the Asian mindset, dude. Dude, a lot of Asians, like they're at least
prideful
perspective,
like,
right? So
it's like
they're not gonna speak up about what's going wrong.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It might also be the immigrant mentality. At least like
it is.
I know for my parents for sure carry a lot of this, right? So it's like obviously like the American values is like you speak up for what's wrong, right? No matter what, right? But like obviously immigrants, they come over, they're back in their country, it's not like that, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you don't say shit when shit goes wrong. You don't say anything because you might get fucked over, right? If you say shit. But here it's all about free speech, right? So you can say whatever the hell you want, but it's like they carry that belief over here. Yeah. So with that, like So I think like they're just not willing to speak up, even though they like, so like say someone gets punched in the face, right? Like or some shit, like they're not gonna like go through all this normal steps. You know what I'm saying? Like some people would go to the freaking news and say like, yo, I got punched in the face by this random dude for no reason, right? Like they won't go that far. Like they might do like the police report, whatever, right? All this stuff, but like they're not gonna go further than that, and they're just gonna go on with their life. So it's like that's one thing I think we have to change.
No, that's the main thing. That is the main thing
in the Asian community.
I think it's still crazy. Like even though that's true, like how is it not in the media? Like
yeah, that's also another thing. That's a whole separate issue.
Like cops definitely came, right? Yeah. Somebody got murdered in Sam's Club. Mm-hmm. So how is there no news outlets?
It's not like it wasn't covered at all. Like if you look it up, you can find the articles. But did you hear about it? Did you see it on the news?
It's not on CNN nightly news.
On the news. Exactly. No. And
when did Paris, Sorry, go ahead.
And Paris, you're 1000% right. It is the immigrant mentality because like I remember when I was younger, like everyone in my family, they're like, just work hard, keep your head down, don't say anything, just do what you're supposed to do, lay low. Like I look like I'm a person that lays low? Are you fucking kidding me?
And that's our advantage of growing up here, right? It's like we learned that we use our right to our advantage, right? So it's like we're gonna say whatever the hell we want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, and that's why I think like right now, because the older generation, like our family, our older family generation, they're getting old, and we're the adults now. And I think we're now the generation that will speak up and make shit happen. And this is the reason why, like I'm part of the AAPI community on Clubhouse, and that's the only reason why I knew about this. By the way, I didn't hear about this from the news either. I heard it from my community. So it's like, and that's another reason why I'm on Clubhouse a lot, for that reason. That's like my main reason that I'm on Clubhouse so much. Yeah. And and I don't know. I just feel like it's just, we're just looked over. That's all. Because they think we do so well. Like we don't need help. Like with anything that has to do with like old seniors as well, and like welfare stuff, a lot of immigrants and like especially Asian people, they don't ask for help. Yeah. And that's why they struggle so much. And they don't this comes back to your point. They don't speak up when they need to. They need
help. Also, I think in terms of fame, there's not as many like prolific American Asians, you know what I'm saying, that are like just in media, and just doing a lot of media stuff. Like
who's doing
basically no one.
No, on Clubhouse.
There's very few.
Daniel Day Kim, he's like a huge actor. He's doing it, and Lisa Ling. I don't know if you guys know who Lisa Ling is. She's like a huge investigative journalist. She was the one that got caught in North Korea, and they kept her in North Korea. And Bill Clinton had to go and Bill Clinton had to go fly there and pick her up. No, I'm not even kidding. She got detained in North Korea because she went to like do some. I forgot the exact story, so I don't want to give you misinformation. But like she is actually part of it too now, and she's trying to get more media attention for this issue. So.
Bill Clinton's a simp.
dude, and Asians love Bill Clinton, and this is another, and that just threw cherry on top. This was years ago though.
Bill Clinton.
Yeah, Bill Clinton was a legend.
I did not have deep relationships with that woman.
He is such a legend, and Asians, especially Koreans, love him. I don't know. I think we just have really good relations.
I think brown people like Bill Clinton too.
Really?
So, yeah,
everybody does. He was so good for America.
Bill Clinton, but the economy was real good under Bill Clinton, so I think that's why people like him.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. I don't like there. I think the root cause is in many areas, right? And just outright racism, right? So I think
it's 2021.
I think the main thing is getting real coverage, right? And that's the main thing. And I think if you can get that, then you can start lessening whatever violence is happening.
Yeah. And I really believe that our generation can make shit happen and make sure that we're taken care of moving forward, because
what's
we will be
messed
those
up?
old people soon. Yeah.
And you know what's messed up is like I was seeing on TikTok, there's like a few videos of like showing the violence, and people in the comments are laughing, dude. Like they're like actually like legit laughing. They're like getting humor out of it, which is
I feel like those are kids.
Which is extremely crazy to me.
No, I bet you they're not kids.
Dude, I don't think they're kids. I don't think they're kids. I think these are grown adults that are laughing at this stuff. So that's why I think another thing is like if this shit happens in public, they don't care. They'll see it and they're like, "Oh, whatever." Like, I don't give a shit. You know?
I need to read this to you guys. I'm sorry. Elon Musk just tweeted, "Doge spelled backward is e-god." He's so stupid. I'm sorry. I saw that and I had to read it. That's dumb. I hate him.
Dude, that's a 3 a.m. thought. That's a 3 a.m. thought. Even though it's not even 3 a.m. yet, it's literally a 3 a.m. thought.
Okay. Anyway.
So Paros, when did you find out about this? Just curious.
I found out on when did I find out? I think I found out on TikTok because I saw like something happen and then I like looked into it. Like so like this might have been this might have been like a week before Krystal posted her video or whatever.
See, and the thing
is, like a few days before. So it was not that much before. The
hate crimes that I posted, some of them were done like last year, but like there were when like COVID first started, like the old lady getting burned. I think that was last year, but there were two that were very recent. One was in February.
Yeah,
and it's like, I don't know. It's crazy to me that I didn't even hear about it. Like I don't. Maybe I'm just.
It's
maybe
wild.
I need to pay attention more.
Well, it's also because we're in COVID, so we're not having as much social interaction as we usually do. But like, yeah, it's wild how, dude, we're literally all Asian and we didn't hear about this shit. Like that's crazy to me. Yeah. That's wild.
Yeah, I mean, also you're really busy, so I get that.
No, I didn't hear about it, and I'm not that busy.
Yeah. So it's crazy, and hopefully it gets addressed soon. Dude, honestly, dude, I don't even know how to solve this issue, dude. This issue is like so much bigger than what my mind can wrap myself around, dude.
Can we start like? Oh, we can't hear you anymore.
No, we can't hear you.
And the technical difficulties today are thick.
Issues today, yeah, legit. Yeah, we hear nothing, Krystal. Nothing.
Hello?
Nothing. Oh, yeah, there you go. You're back. What'd you do?
Wait, fuck. I don't think.
We can't hear you anymore. Again. You're gone again.
Can you hear me on this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't want to use this.
Yeah, mic. It doesn't sound as good as the other one.
Can you hear me here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What is it?
That's weird. That's weird.
I know. Dude, I fucking hate this. Okay.
But I think you have to like point it more towards your face.
Yeah.
Because like when you look away, we can't really hear you that much.
I'm literally kissing it right now.
Oh no, it's not going through your mic. It's going through your headphones.
See, I knew it. Yeah. Why is it doing that?
Wait, look in Zoom. Look in the
switch your audio input.
Yeah, the audio, like near the microphone, click the arrow.
Where?
Like so there's the up arrow. Yeah, and then click that, and then it says select microphone.
Where?
By the mute button.
Where's the mute button? I know, I'm there. It doesn't say.
Select the microphone.
It doesn't say select a microphone.
So the mute has like an up arrow next to it, no?
No.
Put your mouse over the mute button.
So there's no up arrow next to the mute button.
I got it.
Okay.
Oh my god.
There you go. Oh. Yeah, now it's good. All right, cool.
I fucking hate this.
Cool.
Okay, my bad, guys. My bad. Technical difficulties. Okay. What were we saying?
Well, we were waiting for you to talk.
Maybe that's why my mic was fucked up last time in the recording.
We were waiting for you to
talk. Like, do I
talk.
sound really better now?
Yeah, you're way better. Well, no, you were the same as before you cut off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, what was I saying?
You were saying something. We couldn't hear it.
The worst But this is funny. This would be good for bloopers. Anyway, we can just move on because I don't remember
Oh, okay. All right.
at
It
all.
looks like we
Should
all
we
So
have
talk
can
about
we-
Elon
memories.
Musk?
Can we
all have bad
create
memories.
a cult against the racists? Like a racists against racists type thing?
That would
That's
mean
the-
we're racist.
That's
If
Against
it's
the
racist
racist
problem.
against
people.
racist.
That's the thing. So there's this. Do you guys know J. Cole? He has a great line where he's just like, the thing is like what racism is like the miseducation of people in reality, right? So it's just at like a young age, it's just ingrained. They're getting taught to think this way. So then they grow up thinking like that, right? And then now they grow up closed-minded, right? So now once they're grown up, you can't change their mind. But if fundamentally, if you go to the ground level when they're a kid, right? And I don't know if that's the education system's problem, or is it just going to continue? I have no idea. But if you can teach them at like a younger age, right? And actually get them educated around like, yo, we're not actually different. We're all genetically the same. Like we have the least genetic diversity of like all the species on Earth. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like if you go to that fundamental level and teach them as children, I think that would reduce racism by like a lot. But it's like the 1950s mentality is still around because your parents grew up in the or they're born around then, right? And it's like their parents were racist, right? And it's like that doesn't go away. You know what I'm saying?
But my thing is like racism is taught. It is not innate at all.
No, it's taught.
For sure.
No, that's my whole point.
You
it's
know,
taught at
and
such a young age. But it's also
just...
like, so there's also this perspective, right? So there's this new trend of like woke culture. And if you're not woke, like you're canceled. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't think that's right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think there should be some leeway where you can learn about like what mistakes you had. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what life is.
I don't think they should be canceled. They just need to be open to the idea that they're not always right. But the thing is, they're always right.
I think this is just going to be something that gets resolved over time. Like, it's going to be less and less of a thing, like, as generations pass, because, like, people are getting more tolerant and more open-minded as time goes on, but you're not going to get to, like, that 100% in one generation.
Dude, I don't know if I think it might polarize though, because I think the main cause might be social media, right? And we've seen this clearly, like super clearly, right? You can be on different sides of TikTok. What sides of TikTok are we on right now, right? So we're on Tech Talk. We're seeing tech videos, right? Someone else could be on Donald Trump's side of TikTok.
Yeah.
And all they consume is alt-right shit, right? So that's literally all they consume. Facebook, they're in every Facebook group that supports Donald Trump, and they want Donald Trump to come back in 4 years, right? So it's like they can just live in that little bubble and never experience anything outside of that. And we also fall to that too, right? So we live in liberal TikTok where we're getting our liberal values enforced, right? So we're just getting those enforced. And so now we hate those people more and they hate us more, and no one will ever agree. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I don't know what the solution is. I'm just pointing out that I think this is one of the root causes here.
But my thing is, I don't need to convert them to being liberal. They can just keep to themselves and not spread hate.
So I don't think it's a liberal conservative issue though. Like you can be conservative and not racist. Like that's a thing.
Yeah.
But I think it's more just don't be racist.
Well, that's the thing. It's like they're also absorbing like racism in whatever they're like ingesting. You know what I'm saying? Like that's built into whatever information they're taking in. So it's like, oh, I already had this predisposition of I don't like Asians, right? Because of COVID, right? Like say that was your predisposition, right? So now all of my friends tell me the same shit. And now I'm watching Donald Trump call it Kung Flu and Chinese virus. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's awesome. Like I hate these people. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you live in that bubble, you're never going to experience like any outside thoughts. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's not like generally like, oh, conservative versus liberal problem. It's just like even within like a conservative, so say like there's the larger conservative bubble, you can be within the alt-right bubble, which is doing crazy shit over here, and just stay there, you know? And it's like, even for us, we can go into this liberal bubble, stay there, and never hear views from the outside, even though they might be completely valid, right? And we're just not going to hear it because both sides are just becoming like dumb, right? They're just becoming self-obsessed, and they're just wanting to hear stuff that reinforces what they think and not be uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because to grow, sometimes you need to be uncomfortable and think
No,
about
you have
uncomfortable
to be
things. You know what I'm
uncomfortable.
saying?
Yeah.
So it's like when you're just continually hearing things that you like and you want to hear, that's not how life works, and that's not how life should work, right? You should hear things that have different perspectives from you.
Right. No, and that's why I miss being on campus, and like I miss
Yeah.
my poli-sci classes, because that's when I had like the best debates with like, you know, people that have different views than me. But the thing
Yeah.
is, you need to know what's happening on the opposition in order for you to be the best, whatever side you're on, and to be the best person and to understand both sides. That just means, you know, you fully like okay, rephrase. For me, I need to know what's happening in the mindset of the opposition in order for me to understand why they got there. And it helps me understand why they're the way they are. Not saying I accept it, you know, but I understand
Yeah.
why. I need to understand the thought process, but a lot of the times their thought process doesn't make sense to me. Like
Yeah, and
it's not
that's
really
a
like
problem, right? And that's the
mhm.
problem, right? Both sides, they can't see where the other side's coming from, and that's what needs to get that gap bridge, right? Like
Right.
bridge the
They
gap
need
there,
to see
right?
it. They need to see
That's
what's
the
happening.
issue. That's the whole problem. That's the where the divide is, right? It's like no side can see where the other is coming from, and so that's why it's just polarizing even more. And I
Yeah.
don't think that's gone, right?
It's
Just
not.
because there is a higher volume of liberals than conservatives, right? That doesn't mean the liberals are right, right? Just
Yeah.
because you have a majority doesn't mean shit, right?
Yeah.
So it's like even that ideology
Yeah.
is incorrect, and we need to
Right.
at least like have some stage where we can bridge that gap and understand where each side's coming from, you
Yeah,
know?
you're right. And now, I mean, you know, since I kind of want to bring it back to like tech now that, you know, since we are a tech podcast. So I
Yeah.
want to talk about how AI is racist because of how
Oh,
we
yeah.
program them because we're racist, you know, like because
Yeah.
us humans program that. So
Yeah.
the biases and the implicit biases that we had, like the AI has. So like I forgot what article I was reading, but that was one of the things I wanted to talk to you guys about is how racist AI is. Like they really are. Like think about it, okay?
Mhm.
So like so for the algorithm, right? Say like TikTok algorithm, they know they've been programmed to see or to they've trained itself to learn that certain creators do well. They get certain creators, you know, that are pretty do well. Certain creators that have lighter skin do well. So they keep pushing the same videos that way instead of, you know, diversifying and understanding that it's not just one like type of creator. I don't know. Maybe I'm not
But isn't
explaining
it?
this correctly.
But isn't the AI driven by the audience and not?
Audience being humans who are
Yeah,
racist
yeah. So it's still the root
implicitly.
cause. Yeah, the root cause is still at the people and not
Right.
necessarily like the
Yeah,
developers or the
it's a
No,
AI.
I'm
bigger,
not saying right. I'm not
yeah,
saying it's
it's
the
a big, it's
developers.
that
Yeah,
that's a bigger
Right.
issue, right?
Right.
That's why there's that whole thing of black creators being suppressed, right?
Yep. Yep.
And it's like, the audience is inherently racist, right? That's the whole reasoning behind it.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So I misspoke. That's what I meant. I didn't mean like the developers being racist. I just meant like
Yeah,
you're
it's
right.
just
Like
whatever training data comes in, it's
right.
gonna
There you
come
go.
out, right? Like
Yep.
input versus output, like whatever's going in there. That's why they
Exactly.
say you are what you eat, man. Like
Right.
simple as that.
And so like
Right.
we can't be mad at AI being racist because it's us that made it
Yeah,
It's
racist.
still
And
us.
and
that's what happened.
even
Yeah.
us not being we're not racist, right? But there are, you know, we've probably come across racist to the algo because of, you know, not on purpose. You get what I'm saying, right? Like there are
Yeah.
certain videos that do better because they, you know, are more attractive, and it's implicit. We're not even doing it on purpose. It's just there.
No,
I
like
don't know.
I remember even when I think they were training on Twitter, they trained an AI off of Twitter, and then that bot just became like a racist, like anti-Semitic, like
Wow.
homophobe or
Wow.
something, like just off of Twitter
See?
data. Like it took
It's
every
insane.
it took every negative aspect of us and just embodied it, dude. It was crazy.
Wow.
Fucking
So what
racist ass
about
humans.
so we know it's racist, but is the algorithm also sexist? I think it could be.
Why? Oh,
I think if Paris was a girl, he'd have at least
More
100K by now.
no, dude.
I don't think so. I think
I
on the
think
tech
so.
side, I think on
I
the
think
tech
it is.
side,
Well, no, dude.
on Tech Talk,
I think
men
that's
do
also.
better.
I
No,
think
they
that's
don't.
also an
What's a
audience.
huge
I think
women
that's also an
creator?
audience thing there.
Just I have a
No,
bunch.
no. Give me a woman tech talk creator that's huge. Tell me. One.
Yeah, sure. Give me 1 second. I don't memorize their
Well,
names.
we can name a few, but my point here is that that's also an audience bias, I think.
It is an audience
Yeah.
bias.
So
Yeah.
it's the same thing as we were talking about earlier. I think you're just more inclined. You're gonna, for at least the guys, you're gonna be more inclined to like
All I'm
girls'
saying is
videos.
on the tech side, the huge creators are all men. So
Are they? I don't
Like
know.
they're not though.
name one huge female creator on Tech Talk. One. Two.
What's huge? What's huge?
What's
Huge.
Yeah.
Like Matt
What's huge?
Upham has 300,000. Okay. Like
Okay.
Make It Happen has like 500,000. Like like what woman tech talk creator has that many followers? None.
Well, dude, I
Shmemi
don't know.
doesn't.
There
Shmemi
there
is a
might be
huge.
someone that we don't know though.
There are very few and far in between that have that many
Yeah.
though. There
Okay,
are some. I've seen them. I just don't know their name.
Exactly, but we can't name them.
I could figure that out.
Well, just because we can't name it doesn't mean anything though. I think there are a few.
Paras, there is literally none of them that we know, and we have a pretty huge circle of tech talk people. You can't name
the ones that we know, the ones that we know
also you like that's again just the issue of like in STEM, right? So if we're gonna just put this disparity just randomly out there, you have to say how many male tech talk creators are there versus how many female.
I know, but
if
my
you're just
point
gonna put
is
a disparity like, oh, there is one, there's two male tech talk creators that are huge.
No, there are others.
Name two that are huge of females. It's like
you
the
are
volume's
even bigger.
not equal though.
Okay, that's fine. Equal. But the thing is, but you were saying that it's biased. The algo's biased towards
it's
women.
Biased. Yeah,
it is.
Yeah.
Not on Tech Talk.
Well, not on Tech Talk, maybe, but for girls dancing, yeah, definitely. I mean, we're not talking about specifically Tech Talk. I think you just brought up Tech Talk right now.
I'm just
we're just talking in general before.
Because I can't name one big female creator, and you guys are saying there's bias. Like, I think men are more.
Well, I think it's literally because of the volume. There's just so many more males, and that's the fundamental problem of not enough women in STEM. I think that's where it goes back to.
Okay.
Because like right now, we can look in our Tech Talk Discord. How many male creators are there versus female?
There's actually pretty good.
Is it pretty even?
Good balance, at least in our server.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But I'd say on overall Tech Talk.
Can't find one. Looking.
Fuck, maybe you can't find one. Fuck. Dude, but honestly, how do you find one though? That's the thing. Also, how do you?
Yeah,
because TikTok search engine's trash. TikTok search engine.
We don't need to find it. We literally can't name one that we know. Even Shmemi, who is a pretty big female creator, doesn't have as many followers as some of she may not even have more followers than you.
You can't compare to Matt Upham because he's been doing it for so long. And
Matt Upham's been doing it longer than me, so he's been doing it for a while.
And we can't just compare off the spot. But if you look at
from June,
Shmemi has 29K. Okay. And Alberta has 13K.
No, I know there's one bigger already. There's one girl at.
There's tons of them. I just don't know their name.
One girl at 60K, and I think there's another girl at 150K.
Okay, so Liz, I think Liz might have 60K, but Liz has 60K. It's not that many.
There's another girl who has 150K from what I remember, but I can't remember her name.
But who else has that many besides Matt Upham?
Yeah, exactly, dude. There's not even TikTok creators that have that much. Like we can go
exit
through
this conversation.
We can go through
Okay.
the whole list of TikTok creators. How many actually have over 200K? Let's name them.
Okay, let's move on.
And I've been doing this ish forever, and I got nothing. So we so I don't know what there's for TikTok. I think it's literally just on the disparity of the amount. That's my guess. That's my guess. And we can go back to that fundamental issue, but we can move on.
I'm over this issue.
You're over it because now you don't want to like discuss it.
Yeah, this is
where we you only want to discuss the things
this
that
is
are
where
like...
we have uncomfortable talks. Yeah, there we go. This is where we have uncomfortable talks here.
I'm here.
So
it's true. Like if I was female, dude, I would be like at 50K right now.
No, you wouldn't.
100%. Have you seen my content, dude? I would be up there.
No.
I would be up there. Paris would be up there.
Well, then just be a girl. If it's so easy, just be a girl.
That's not the point of this. It's not saying that I'm trying to get more. I'm just saying we're just talking about like the bias within the algorithm.
We're just talking about the general bias, but you brought up like the TikTok bias. We're not talking about TikTok. We're just talking about general.
Yeah, but you're also talking about girls dancing. You're talking about like It's fine. Okay, we'll talk about
like, and that's just based off of the audience, and we're just saying that all these boys are simps, and they're gonna like that video. You know what I'm saying? And that's all we're pointing.
I have zero sense.
That's just natural simpness of boys. So, that's all we're pointing out here. All right, we're gonna move on since Krystal's being so awkward now. So,
that's fine.
No, we could continue. I'm just saying I have zero simps and I'm a girl. So thank you.
All right, says the one who literally had someone fall in love with her. That's such a lie. That's literally the
has
biggest lie
Obama
I've
follow
ever heard in my life. Yeah. So you can't
and
talk,
Shane.
First of all. So all right, we'll move on since Krystal's BS in here. So
I'm not BSing. What more is there to discuss?
Dude, I just pointed out one huge thing right there. I haven't had one girl message me, yo, you're cute. That hasn't happened even once in my life.
You know why? Because you have a girlfriend and your girlfriend makes it
just
known
because I
that
have a girlfriend doesn't mean anything. Yo, well, that doesn't mean anything. How many people are going for Drake, dude? So
Drake
many, dude. There's probably girls flying in his DMs right now, dude.
Well, that's Drake. You're comparing yourself to Drake.
He's
comparing himself to Drake.
I'm just throwing out something here. So
he's like, damn, right? Drake gets girl like that.
No, but I'm just making a point here. But
all right, guys, it's fine. That was our first little cute fight. It's fine. The audience will love this.
I hope so.
What was I gonna talk about? I
do have some sims. I'm not gonna lie. I do have sims. Thayer knows. I love you guys, okay? It's fine. We can continue this conversation. We're not fighting. I just got a little butthurt because you guys keep saying fucking girls have it easy. We don't.
Dude, one girl
it's not easy.
Video.
We're just saying you will get more likes. That's all we're saying here. We're not saying it's easy. We're not saying your life is easier. We're saying in this microcosm of TikTok, you can get more likes. That's it. That's all we're saying. That's it. Simple as that.
Oh, shit, that was me. I was like, what the fuck is that sound? I mean, I guess okay. No, I get it. I understand what you're saying. I think I was just getting defensive because literally there's zero huge female TikTok creator. That's all.
No, yeah, we're not.
It was hard for us to name them.
But there's only like a few big male ones.
We're saying that it's TikTok's not big at all yet. Like, I don't think there's one that's 1 million. Do we have one that's 1 million?
I think there is. I've seen them, but like I'm not gonna remember their names.
Dude, yeah, I don't remember. Dude, I'm not even on. Like, I feel like my feed's not. I want more tech in my feed, but there isn't enough. Like, I don't get anyone in my feed, man. Same. I actually get you guys because I specifically like your guys' videos all the time. So like I get you guys on my feed, but no one else.
See, but I never see you guys on my For You page because I always go and search for you guys because I know that you guys post, but I don't like.
I get you guys on my For You.
Why?
Which is weird.
Paris was always my first video on my For You in the morning. It
Oh,
is.
really?
No, I'm serious. I'm not even lying. Always. If it's not the first, it's like the second one.
You guys, my calculator video is at
Yeah, because
279.
I literally wake up at 9:30 and then post my video, and then I go back to sleep for 30 minutes and then go to work.
Why don't you just schedule it?
Nah, don't do it
Because
through through the web app, dude.
Because everyone was saying that shit's suppressed if you put it through the web.
It is.
So
I've tested it myself.
I think literally it only likes videos that you put in the app, like you film in the app. I think it likes those better.
I agree.
Because that was also when I had my drought, when I was trying to make high quality videos. Remember that? Like
Drought?
I'm never making high quality videos ever again, dude.
Drought? He's like, I'm never making high quality.
I'm not making high quality content ever again.
You know, you gotta shit post, honestly.
Yeah, exactly. That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
My fucking calculator video is at 279K.
Last night's video was not a shit post. I took so long making that video. That fucking avatar video.
Dude, that one was actually really
That one was really good.
That one was good.
It was 10 out of 10.
I died. Okay. 20 out of 10. The JS, I died.
Yeah. I died at the C++.
Oh my god. Oh my. No.
C++ did it for me.
No.
Yo, C++. I was so out of ideas on how to fucking make these languages, dude. For Python, I was just fucking doing this shit. I was like, yo, this is a snake. Yeah.
Yo, but this guy said JavaScript.
Wait, can you do JavaScript for us right now?
Yo, where's your cup?
I got the mug still right here.
Okay, let's do it.
Do it for us.
Can you do the live video again? Just do the whole video. Can you do the C++ for us real quick?
C++.
Yeah, that one got me.
Yo, dude,
how did that video do?
Oh, yeah.
That
should go viral.
It got like 1,700 views or something.
That's
but
legit.
It didn't go that viral. But yeah, no, I took way too long filming that because, dude, you know what was the hardest part of that? Because I had to do the voiceover. The voiceover was the hardest part, so I had to go fast. If you guys notice, like I just went faster and faster towards the end, like my voice. So
it was really fucking good.
I had to fit in the whole script, right? So it's like, oh shit, I gotta fill this in.
So you use the voiceover feature like within the app?
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, that always sounds like garbage to me. I could never use that one. I don't know why.
Yeah, what
is there like a trick for it?
For the voiceover? No. So what's dumb is before they changed it recently. Before you could mark the line where it stops recording, but now it'll just record as long as you hold it, which is I think it's more annoying because now you have to like time your thumb release. You got to be like, all right, I'm releasing my thumb right here, which is kind of dumb in my opinion. So I don't know.
Damn.
Yeah,
can you make a Naruto version?
Naruto version? Yeah, I might do that next.
Can you do a whole series?
Dude, but it legit it takes way more energy than it usually does. So I'll do it another day when I have some energy. Maybe next week.
It did look pretty fun to film.
Yeah, no, it was, dude. I was so goofy. I was so tired too, so I think that's what made it more goofy. I was legit so dead. I was like, yo, fuck this shit. And I was just like
yo, you guys, like I want to start like a story time series, maybe for the weekend when it's like dead. But like, how would I make that fun? Like, I just want to like tell my story from the beginning. I have a lot to say. And the podcast is not enough.
Like what stories? Like just some random stories
of me from the day I was born.
I mean, just think of a story and then just be like part 1 and then part 2. Just just throw them together.
Paris with the quality advice.
You just fucking throw them together, dude. Storytime part 1, storytime part 2.
Just do the thing.
Yeah, you know, just do it. Who cares, man? TikTok just is all about shit posting and no quality matters. So just fucking put it out. Who cares?
What?
Do you know the Korean vegan on TikTok? Korean
vegan?
She's like this. She's like a lawyer lady who just literally cooks and just tells stories about her life. And she's an amazing storyteller. She's like vegan? Amazing. Yeah, her name is literally the Korean vegan. Yeah. Let
me look her up.
She's a great
Rubber
Ducky
creator. Kills it, dude. She just started it, and you know.
I hate the Windows terminal.
Have you used it?
Yeah.
When have you used it?
For work. 5 years ago.
Oh, dude,
5 years ago. Has it got better now?
It's way different, man. You gotta check it out.
I would say most recently, so 2018, no, 2019 is the last time I used Windows. 2019.
Wow.
So how much has it changed since then?
I haven't used it much, but it just came out with like a whole ton of new releases.
Oh, so yeah, maybe it updated now. But back in
like there's a Windows
2019, it was trash. Since 2019, it was trash.
There's a whole Linux subsystem for Windows now too. So like it's like integrated.
There we
with
go.
that.
Now we're talking.
So
now we're talking. There we go. So if they do that, I'm down for it. Before, but the old Windows 10, like 2019, that was trash, dude. That was horrible.
I didn't even know they had a Windows terminal back then. I thought this was more recent.
It was terrible. So
what is a Windows?
But yeah, so because I used to, for my internship, I had to use a Windows computer. So
oh god, I hated working at that dumbass MSP I worked at because I had to fucking use a PC. Oh my god. Ugh.
Yo, and then you go to Silicon Valley, and then PCs. they got Macs now. Yeah, hell yeah.
And you know what they would do though? They were dumb because like I had a PC, right? But all the techs that were in the tech like room on the tech floor, they all had Macs that ran Windows. I don't know if they just got like a wholesale of like old Macs and then just put
it's because Windows is better, but Apple actually does like an education thing where they like donate a lot of computers to like schools. Like all the schools I've been to have Apple computers.
Yeah, I had a Macs at school.
Oh no, I didn't have Apple computers.
It's because they give schools and educational institutions a discount.
Like some bundle. Yeah, we had iPads.
But what does that have to do with for iPad bundles? IT company?
I thought you were talking about school. My bad.
No, I said MSP. I said on the tech floor.
I'm sure it's something similar to where they had some sort of like incentive to buy Apple.
That's where Krystal got her PTSD of Linux Bros. That's where Krystal got it. Now we know.
Dude,
now we know her root causes.
Why are IT people so dumb and technologically not advanced?
Dude,
they're really not.
You guys want to hear a story from me in high school?
Please. Yes. Were you an IT support guy?
No, but I hated our IT support guy, and I'll explain why. So basically, at our school we got iPads, like I was just talking about. Mm-hmm. It was my senior year, so last year at high school, and the year prior, I think. So, Apple products used to be able to download like these third-party app stores, and then you used to be able to get like free apps from that shit, right? And since these schools have like deals with Apple and shit, like, we're not allowed to use like third-party apps and all this stuff, right? So they have these regulations, right? And so like literally a year later, I removed that app off my device already, but it looks like they had some tracking software that tracked whenever you downloaded it or whatever, right?
Oh, shit.
So then they tracked it to me, but in between that time, I jailbroke the iPad. So I jailbroke the iPad, and then they brought me in to check if I had that third-party app store, but then they found Cydia.
What's Cydia?
It's the jailbroken app store.
Oh yeah, so that is like the jailbroken app store. And then dude, they were pissed off. They're like, yo, you specifically broke this, you knowingly jailbroke this. And now we gotta so after that they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna have to reset your iPad and give it to us or whatever. Right? So they took my iPad, and then they called me in like later, and they're like, yo, you really effed up this iPad, because like we had to do like a master reset on it, right? And I was like, dude, you guys are a bunch of idiots, because I specifically know if you back up your iPad and then you restore it, the jailbreak is gone. So if your dumbasses freaking had to master reset the iPad, like you're just dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like, because if you back it up and then restore the iPad, literally Cydia is gone and the jailbreak's gone. So it's like, dude, if the IT people were like that dumb versus like, what age was I? Like 17 or 18?
Yeah.
Versus 18-year-old me, dude, and they have like a degree already in like whatever IT, whatever shit they did. I'm like, really, dude? Like, you guys are such idiots. Whereas 18-year-old me could have figured this out in 2 seconds and fixed my iPad and I would have taken back my iPad without Cydia on it. Like, really?
Okay. Sad part. There are people who call these people to get support, which means these people that are calling are even more technologically, I don't, what word is it? Technologically dumb?
Inept.
Inept, that's the word. And that's
Yeah,
scary to me. One time I remember a lady called because I saw a ticket come in. She called because she didn't know how to zoom in on Firefox. Like she didn't know how to zoom in a web page. So she called IT support for that. Just FYI.
Dude,
These
that's
are the-
nothing. That
these
is
are-
nothing.
I'm like, what do you how why would you call? Can you just Google it?
You know
That's
what
not
I've
their
heard
job.
before is like, oh, they call like the computer company when their keyboard isn't working, but the keyboard wasn't plugged in, you know?
Yep.
Like that's a classic one. That's so classic.
No, it's the ones where like, you
Yeah.
know, they'll ask, the IT guy will ask, did you restart your computer? And they'll say, yeah, but then you check and you see that they never restarted it. They haven't restarted it in like 20 days.
Yeah.
Those are the ones. Those are the, I don't know, guys. I guess they keep them.
I think Krystal, you shouldn't work IT ever.
Oh, I would never. I couldn't. No, they
You'd
tried
blow
to
up
make
on those
me.
people, dude. You'd blow
No,
up.
I had to get off. I had to get off the floor because they asked me, like, when they were really busy, they would ask me to step in, and
yeah,
I couldn't. I had to.
If you're working IT, you literally have to have like the most patience. Like
I have
to be the most
about
patient
0.5.
Like that stuff shouldn't phase you at all. That stuff is just like a normal day.
Yeah,
that phases me.
Yeah,
like
don't work
dude,
IT.
My mom's like a personal banker, so she has to like get all these calls of like people who are like, yo, I can't log in, and dude, she always after she's like, yo, these people are so stupid, like, and it's like my mom, dude, like my mom's not even that great with computers, and it's like, yo, these people are so dumb, like it's crazy.
Anyway, yeah, I just you know, but those people keep the IT people in business. They give them jobs, so it's fine. But I just can't work in it.
Yo, it's crazy.
Dude,
Yeah.
No offense to IT people, dude. No offense to IT people.
No offense
but
to
we
people.
just shat all over your job, but no offense.
No, but like IT people are great, but like some of them
are oof.
Some of them are, yeah, no, especially the ones at my old high school. F them, dude. F them. But
dude, this one kid,
everyone else, it's all good.
This one kid at my old job, like he just started IT, and I was like the head IT person there, and like I sent him over to my boss's house to like set up dual monitors for him and stuff. And this kid goes all the way there. It was like an hour away, maybe 45 minutes away. He goes all the way there and like he calls me and he says the monitors aren't like working. And I'm like, okay, like is it like what's wrong with it? Is it like blurry? Is it like giving you an error message? Like what's wrong with it? He's like, no, they're just like not turning on. And I'm like, all right, can you like check the power cord? Like make sure like it's like tight. And he's like, oh, I didn't bring the power cords. This kid didn't bring the power cords and like he couldn't figure that out. Like I had to like walk him through him realizing that he didn't have power cords.
Oh my goodness.
How does that even? I just, you know,
I don't know how we hired him, but he didn't last at all.
That's tough. That's real tough. Yo, with the power cord. Yo, do you think it's a Wi-Fi powered or some shit? Like
I know some monitors are
Bluetooth
like they have like those USB-C powered monitors, but like this one was clearly not. It was like an older monitor.
Wild. What the hell?
You know?
Yeah.
Yo, Krystal, are you like messing around with your stuff?
Yeah, you're yellow.
You're yellow, dude.
Oh my god. No, I was trying to look up news stuff. Fuck. I can't do shit while I'm doing this. Apparently, because I keep going yellow. Anyway, I'll stop.
Guys, this is gonna be a great episode.
Oh my god, there's gonna be so many. You have to edit so much of this. Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Dude, these episodes where we just film each other, I think those we're just gonna have to like keep doing them and then compile like a video with all the best parts.
I think those are fun though. I think these are so fun though.
They're fun for us.
Yeah,
right?
they're fun. You know, but
no, I think people will enjoy this. I think people will enjoy it. Like, especially if you cut it, like it'll just take me like an entire day to edit it, like, right? But
but here's the thing. I think we should leave.
But I think if we edited it pretty well, like it'll be super good episode. I think.
But I think we should leave some of the funny stuff in there because that'll show kind of our personality. So I think,
Yeah, like
I also love we're having a staff meeting during our recording right now.
yeah, no, like so we could keep shit like this in here, you know what I'm saying? Like so
This
it's
is
like
good for
it'll be
bloopers.
funny. Yeah, it'll be funny, you know? So
This is for shorts.
yeah.
We got to start doing shorts, guys.
Make sure you leave out you leave in the part where Krystal said we're cutting this part out later, or we're gonna cut this part
Yeah,
out.
I love that. I love that. Yeah.
And then make sure you get the part where she said basic average teachers. Like that was legit.
Like, come on, guys. You know what I'm talking about. Oh my god.
Dude,
Anyway.
you know what I hated about college, dude? Like, you know how you see in like all these movies and shit, like you have like this one inspiring like professor and whatever. Dude, I didn't have shit in college, dude. All these professors were just annoying, dude. Like
Paris is
all those
like, I was
professors.
so
Paris
smart.
is so mad.
He's like, I'm so
Dude,
fucking smart.
I
The
wanted to be
professors were
inspired by someone, dude, but they're all shit. They're all shit, dude. It was crazy.
You know what? You know what it is? It's because you were too smart.
I think
So,
you
like-
went.
No, it was not because I was too smart.
No,
you
it
went
is.
to you went to too big of a school to find that. I think.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
my
dude.
professor and I get pretty into. I'm just kidding. We have to cut that.
Does
part
he
out, too.
inspire you? Does he inspire you? Like one of my high school physics teachers, like I love that teacher because like his explanations were like amazing, right? And it's like I really respected him for that. And like he got me into physics, right?
Yeah.
But it's like I didn't have one teacher in college that was like, yo, the way he explained it was amazing. And like that made me like inspired to like be more interested, you know? Like I didn't
I've
have
had
one.
quite
Like
a
not
few
even
of
one.
those.
Really?
I had my
But how-
Java professor who like, you know, worked at Sun Microsystem with Java, so he knew everything. I had my C++ professor. I have my discrete math professor right now. But I
So
don't
hold
know.
on a second. So Krystal, the ones that were like really inspiring to you, how
Yeah.
big were those classes?
Like class of 40, 30.
Okay. And Paris, how big generally were
Yeah,
your
no,
classes?
I didn't even have one class that was 40. It was probably easily like each one had easily like minimum like 60 kids, maybe.
I don't
something
know
like
if
that.
it's the number of
I
the
think
students,
for
though.
sure it plays a huge part because
But-
how is the teacher going to build a connection with you as a student? Because a good teacher is going to like change up his teaching style to be able to inspire his students. But when there's like 100 people in a class, it's
But
pretty much
I've been in those
impossible.
classes too, and I still am close with the professors. But I go out of my way to make sure they know who I am, though.
Well,
so
okay,
that like
then that's good on you.
Well, yeah,
Paris,
but
did
that's
you go out of your
that's
way to do that?
no, but that's a separate thing though, right? Like I never went out of the way for like my physics teacher back in high school, right?
I get
But
what you're saying.
but the way
Yeah.
he taught was like so good that it's like
Right.
I can just respect him and be inspired by
See?
that. You know what I'm saying?
But-
Versus any college professor, what they taught me at all, I was not inspired by any of it, dude. It was all trash. You have to learn everything yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Like-
see, that's the thing with university. That's how it normally is. University, the professor's just there. They don't
Yeah,
have to
but then
teach. You're
but that's
supposed to
like
learn on
that's
your
my
own.
that's my whole point about college. It's like, yo, why the F am I here if they're not even teaching
Yeah.
me? Like why if I'm learning myself, then why don't they throw this Purdue curriculum online instead of someone paying 40K for it? They
Right.
can just pay $9.99 and buy the whole thing.
Yeah,
and
that's why I like
learn
my
online,
school.
right? Like
I don't
fuck.
waste time. But the thing is, I think if your professors were like, you respected them and like what they did and their background, then I think you would feel different. But maybe they
Well,
just weren't as
all their
qualified as you
backgrounds are
wanted them to
legit
be.
though. All their backgrounds are legit. Like I would say I had one professor which he was awesome. I would say like that was about it, and he was like my advanced C professor my sophomore year, and I would say his class like made me a legit coder, right?
Okay.
After that class I was like, yo, I love coding, right? But past that, dude, like when it's the more important years, like your junior and senior year, where it's like the hard classes and you're dying, like those are the teachers that should be the best, but they're actually like even more trash.
No, they're the worst.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
And
I would agree with that.
yeah, so it's like, dude, I hate that. I hate it.
Yeah, I get you. And the thing is, a professor can make or break your entire class or your college experience,
Yeah.
which is why it's so disheartening to hear people say stuff like this, because literally a professor can ruin your entire semester. One professor, it can ruin your entire year if you have a shitty professor, you know? And that's another reason why I think teachers, well, I guess professors have more credentials though, so never mind.
Yeah, no, like, dude, all my professors were like MIT, Stanford,
Yeah.
whatever, blah, 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 right? It's like, I don't care, right? You know what I'm saying? Like,
But that's probably
all
why
I
you
care
didn't
about
like
is
them.
if you teach well. All I care about is if you teach well. You know what I'm saying?
See,
So,
but that's probably why they weren't great with people. They are the nerds that went to MIT. They don't have social
yeah, no,
skills.
well, that's the fundamental problem of universities, right? So
Right. They're so
they're
smart.
actually there. No, they're actually there to do research. They're not there to teach.
Right,
Teaching is their
exactly.
second priority.
Right,
They're
exactly.
they're actually there to make the university money. And how does the university get money? They get it through grants. And these grants come from these big ass tech companies like Facebook, Google, whatever, Apple, right? And Facebook, Google, and Apple are spending millions of dollars sending it to Purdue for research. And that's what the professors focus on. And their class is just a byproduct, you know?
Yeah.
So they're just doing it as a chore in order for them to.
Exactly. They're just required. Oh, you have to teach 3 classes, right? Like that's
So
the
does this
requirement.
mean that you get
And
a
so that's
better
what.
education at a smaller school,
Yes.
that isn't so prestigious?
Well, yeah. So that's the thing, right? So now you'll look at like, so what does ranking mean, right? And
Ranking is
all
dumb.
ranking is how low can we get these average GPAs per class? That's what that is. That's where you just get wrecked. Everyone gets
Yeah.
wrecked in every class. Like for my AI class, like our averages on our first exam was like a 27%. So it's like,
Fuck.
dude, it's just like way ranking comes is like you just dying. Like that's where ranking comes in, dude. And it's really dumb.
Honestly, that's why I'm grateful, because my first 2 years were at a community college, and it wasn't like it was like technically a prestigious community college, because they had a transfer like program with UCI for computer
Yeah.
science. So like every class that I was taking there, it would count towards my UCI, degree, which I didn't go to, obviously, because they didn't fucking accept me. I'm just kidding. I'm still mad about it. Anyway, so like
Shows.
I think being in a smaller college, like you said there, it does help, because you do get to know like your professors better, your classmates better. I think there's more community there at like a bigger university with like auditorium classrooms, which I feel like most of the classes you were in probably were auditoriums, right? There, I mean, Paris.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of
It's
them were,
really
or
hard to,
there were a huge classroom which has like
yeah,
100 seats or something. Yeah.
yeah, and
So
that's really hard to connect.
not only the class size,
Yeah.
like even like even like the school's ranking. Like I feel
Yeah.
like in community college, I learned way more than I learned when I was getting my
Yeah,
bachelor's. Like, and my community college was bigger because it's a community college, right?
Yeah.
But I felt like the quality, like I felt more like I was getting more of an education there. And I felt like when I was in university, in private school, I was just getting ripped off. I was just
What school
paying
did you go to
money.
again there?
So I went to St. Xavier University. So
St.
not a
Xavier.
big
Okay.
school,
Yeah.
not a big school, right?
wait,
But it
is
is
that
a
in Ohio?
no. It's in Chicago,
Oh.
Yeah.
and it's not a big school, but it's an expensive private Catholic school. Well, not as expensive as some schools are, but like it's more
Yeah.
expensive than
But I think
others.
you know what it is there? It's because you and I went to a community college first, and they do hold your hand at community college,
No, but
and then you go to a university where it's like they're hands off and you learn on your own. I think that disconnect, or not disconnect, but that difference in environment makes us more inclined to hate like a university, because our hands
maybe.
were held during community college. Not saying it was easier classes, it was just we had more of a connection with the professor.
For me, honestly, my in community college it was way harder, but I
Mm-hmm.
was way more engaged and I
Mm-hmm.
learned a lot more. Private in university, it was way easier, and I was like kind of like annoyed because it was like not challenging, and
Yeah.
I wasn't motivated. I was just kind of like getting by, getting good grades easily, you know. I
Yeah.
I I had like a 3.4 when I got my associates. And like I really tried hard. And then when I went to university, I ended up with like a 3.7, 3.8. and it wasn't hard at all.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Paris is like, yeah, I had a 4.5. Thanks.
No, you guys don't want to know my GPA. It's really bad. It's
What
really
is it?
bad.
I'll tell you mine if you.
What I ended with?
Uh-huh.
You wanna know for real?
Yeah.
2.94.
No way, I don't believe it.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
I believe it. No, I believe it. I believe it. It's Purdue. Like, I believe it. Classes
I
aren't
can pull
easy.
up my transcript right now. And no, the main reason I died at university is because, so I actually like graduated in 3.5 years. So I did a co-op. I did a co-op. So I lost a semester, and then I quit that co-op, and then I tried to finish in the same amount of time. So my last year and a half, I was taking like over basically over like the limit of credits. So I was taking like 19 credits per semester, and I was just dying. I was completely dying. And one semester, I think I got like almost like straight D's, and then I got on academic probation. And then my last semester, I almost got like a 4.0 on my last semester. So
Ars loves those D's.
He loved them D's.
Like, it was pretty hardcore, dude. It was pretty hardcore. I almost died. Like, actually, like I was on the legit brink of death, but it was good.
Damn,
dude. It was fun.
Yeah. Well, it's fine. I think after
otherwise, if I didn't do that, I think I would have had like easily like 3.5 or something. But
I was on the dean's list once, and then never again.
Yeah, I was on it my
one
freshman
semester.
year. I was on it my freshman year, and then after my freshman year, I had the co-op, and then after that I was done, dude. I was done after that.
Were you part of Phi Beta Kappa, the honor society at first?
Oh no, I wasn't in honor. I was in some other honor society. I was in like fucking Alpha Lambda, whatever, something, dude. I was in something, dude.
Lambda.
I was in some random honor society, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, and then I just hopped out of there, dude. After that, like that's where I truly became antisocial, dude. I just became antisocial and was just studying all the time.
You didn't have study groups?
Yeah, no,
study groups were the worst.
I did towards the end. I did.
You had shitty study groups.
It wasn't a study group though. It was just like me and my friend, basically.
I love my study group.
You just hung out, right? You never studied in a study group. I never studied in a study group.
I always studied.
So it depends, right? Sometimes we gotta get shit done.
It just depends on who's there. Yeah. For me, it was who was there. Get shit done.
Sometimes we're just talking shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
We only studied in my study group like the day before, like it was due, or the day before the test.
That would always happen, dude. Especially because I was taking at like I think my last 2 semesters I was taking like core classes. Like I took 7 classes one semester, and so dude,